Baking Tip Tuesday, Tea Bombs edition. Stick around, my sensational steepers, because today I'm going to share my top 5 tips about tea bombs. Hi there, my name is Carly and welcome to my channel, Adventures in Yum. Before we get into today's video, I have a passion for learning about creating and trying new foods, drinks, and especially desserts. If you want to join me on my yummy adventures, then please make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll know when I upload new videos every week. And now, let's get into today's video. So if you don't know yet, tea bombs are simply a hollow sphere made of sugar, isomalt, or honey, and they have tea inside. They're basically the tea version of a hot chocolate bomb. Tip number 1 is about the tea. You can use either loose leaf tea or tea bags. While I do think that loose leaf tea bombs are a little bit prettier, you do have to strain out the tea leaves, which is why I really like the convenience of using a tea bag instead. But it's totally up to your personal preference. For this week's Fun Recipe Friday video, I'll show you how to make and put together some basic tea bombs. For that video, I'm using this summer tea set that I found on Amazon. It has really cool fruity flavors and would make a great gift, whether in the form of tea bombs or honestly just by itself. So I'll make sure to put a link to this in the description below. I'd love to know, have you made tea bombs yet? Please drop a comment below to let me know what kind and how they turned out. Tip number 2 is about the shell of the tea bombs. I personally prefer and recommend using isomalt. In case you're wondering, isomalt is a sugar substitute made from beet sugar and it either doesn't negatively affect or has little effect on blood sugar levels. It also doesn't caramelize like regular sugar, so that allows you to add some really fun and beautiful colors. It also doesn't get sticky as quickly as regular sugar, so that's just another benefit. I'll make sure to drop a link for the isomalt that I use to make my tea bombs in the description below. Tip number 3 is another isomalt related tip. The humidity in the air will certainly affect isomalt. The higher the humidity, the more moisture in the air, and things like isomalt absorb some of that moisture and they become sticky. My best advice to avoid this, even if you do want to make them in a slightly higher humidity period in your area, is to make sure to store them in an airtight container. Make sure that when you are storing them, they are not touching because they will stick together, and make sure that they're used within a few days or so of being made. Aside from that, making them in the lowest humidity period in your area is probably going to be the best time to make them. Before we check out tips 4 and 5, if you're getting value out of this video, then please make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about my latest video. Tip number 4, when making the shells of your tea bombs, you can add some fun stuff to make them absolutely gorgeous. You can add little bits of color at a time until you reach your desired color. You can also add some edible glitter for some really pretty sparkle, and you can even add some edible gold leaf if you're feeling extra fancy. Tip number 5, tea bombs can be enjoyed at any time of the year. If you enjoy cold beverages like I do during the summer, then you can simply turn your tea bomb into an iced tea bomb. You just prepare it the regular way by putting it in your mug, adding hot water, letting the isomalt dissolve, and steeping the tea for either as long as desired or according to the box's instructions. Then simply add ice to it and then it'll cool it down and you'll have a nice iced tea bomb. Make sure to check out this week's Fun Recipe Friday video where I'll show you how to make easy fruit tea bombs. If you're interested in checking out some of the products that I used in this video, then please make sure to check the video description below for their Amazon links. Thank you so much for joining me today, my sensational steepers. I'll see you next time for another yummy adventure.